All right, welcome race fans. Welcome to Wednesday night IronMan Racing Series, Texas Motor Speedway. You're here with TurnLeftTV. I'm Heath Johnson. I'm going to be bringing you the action tonight. High-speed action at Texas Motor Speedway. It's the IronMan Racing Series here at StockCarSimRacing.com. We are currently in the warm-up session. Guys are making their final adjustments. Right now we're following the 60 car of Craig Morrison as he makes his laps. See if we have a few things working here just out of curiosity. If not, gonna make some adjustments here. All right, that appears to be working good. All right, excuse me. See if we can't go to Larry Jones. There we go. All right, sorry for the quiet time there. We were communicating with the race control. Just wanted to make sure everything was in gear as far as they were concerned, and we're on the same page here. So looks like we've got a lot of drivers here, 21 drivers tonight. So big time fun here at Texas Motor Speedway. Just a quick look at Texas. I'll have to shut down this plug-in here real quick so you can see the track. So Texas Motor Speedway high speed. Sorry, that Texas Motor Speedway part is in dark in black here. I should have changed that to white. But Fort Worth, Texas, 1.5 mile oval, 4 turns. Turns 1 and 2 are banked at 20 degrees, and turns 3 and 4 are banked at 24 degrees. And this is going to be some 2 wide racing here, definitely. Probably even 3 wide at times. So high speed, great track to watch a race. So we'll be here with the IronMan Racing Series tonight. We'll talk a little bit about what they have going on in their series. So I had a few things here. Yeah, the format of this series, just tonight, I don't think we're doing 107 laps, and we'll figure it out here shortly how many laps we're going to do. Let's see, we might have that there. Nope. So anyway, we have 1X tires, 2X fuel. Damage is at 75%, and there's a tire rule here. Talk a little bit about the tire rule. Tire rule here at IronMan is that you get 4 tires on the car to start the race, and then you get 8 additional tires throughout the race. Anything you take over those 8 tires, any 2 tires you take, will incur a 1 lap penalty. So definitely an incentive to save those tires So what this does is adds a little bit different drama to the league compared to what we have in some of the other leagues, some of the other racing series. So guys are going to be on 2 tires, some guys are going to be on no tires, no fresh tires. They'll be on. Some guys may not be on any tires, and that is definitely going to be a problem. Some guys will be on 4 tires, so it's going to add a different mix here on definitely on restarts, and then after pit stops of what these guys decide to do as far as tire strategy. So again, IronMan Racing Series, fixed setup. Said 1x tires, 2x fuel, 75% damage here at Texas Motor Speedway. And I'm your host, Heath Johnson, bringing you the action. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully we got an entertaining race for you this evening. Confident we've got some of the top players here on the track this evening. Last week we were at Indianapolis, but that race was rained out for halfway, so that one will be made up, I believe. Get word from the IronMan Racing Series director there later in the week, find out exactly what's going to go on with Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So essentially this is the first race on the docket since Indianapolis is going to be rescheduled. Just doing some replay action here. Give me just a second. Alright, we got the replay adjusted here. We have got the command to go green. It's like a Texas night. All right, we'll get the command to fire the engines here very shortly. I think our guest is going to be Toby Keith tonight, so appreciate his help. Here we go.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your Grand Marshal, singer, songwriter, megastar, and Ford truck man, Toby Keith.
It's time to get in, sit down, shut up, hold on, drivers, start your engines!
All right, Toby Keith giving us the command to start the engines. All right, so I'm going to go through the field here real quick. All right, qualifying on the pole tonight is Ed Palumbo in the 54 car. Qualifying in the second position is the 83 of Don Kelligrew. Qualifying third is the 82 of Tim Lansbury. 15 of Romulo Silveira qualifies in the fourth position. Number 2 of John Pox qualifies in the 5th position. Juan Real qualifies in the 6th position. He's going to be in the 5X tonight. 7th position is the 75 of Terry Milford. The 90 of Todd Robillard is in the 8th position. The 60 of Craig Morizing qualifies 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is the 33 of Giovanni Machado. We'll get to everybody here. It's pace cars going in, so we got to get off to a good start.
Flag, go, go, go!
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, you bunch of hot dogs!
All right, we are under green here. See the 54 of Ed Palumbo down on the low side, leading the field through turns 1 and 2 down the backstretch. It's going to be a lot of passing here. You see that 83 car going to work the outside to see if he can't take an early lead, so he does get around the 54 of Ed Palumbo. So we've got some tight racing here early on. Take a look out of the back of Ed Palumbo's car, and you can see the 15 of Romulo Silveira looking on the low side to take over that second position. Our new race leader here is the 83 car of Don Kelligrew, 3 Blind Mice Racing Toyota in the Spider-Man paint scheme tonight. Leading the race early on here. Second is Ed Palumbo in the 54 car. Romulo Silveira, the 15 car, runs in the third position. 82 of Tim Lansbury is fourth. Fifth place is the number 2 of John Pox. So you see that top 5 there running all nose to tail. Jump back here and look at John Pox in the 2 car. Right on the back end of John Pox is that Craig Morizon machine, number 60 machine. You see Craig Morizon's going to start looking on the low side. Craig Morizon there takes over the 5th spot from John Pox, and Craig Morizon's now going to start looking low on the 82 of Tim Lansbury. So Craig Morizon moving forward here, jumping out the, looking up the front of Craig Morizon's car as he battles for 4th position. Craig Morizon in 1 lap has now gained 2 positions. You see the 54 car bounce off the wall there. So the 54 car, see if he's going to try to protect that side. And Craig Morizon's going to go around him on the inside. See the 54 of Ed Palumbo makes contact with the wall. Craig Morizon moving up here. Back up here up front with the 83 of Don Kelligrew, and I see just behind him that 15 of Romulo Silveira. Now going to look on the low side to see if he can't take over the lead. So Romulo Silveira looking to take over the lead here. And Craig Morizon also moving up front. Cars moving around there a little bit on the track. Everybody's got a little bit of jitters here. Wanting to stay away from another car just in case there's any warping issues. '75 of Terry Milford battles there with the 33 of Giovanni Machado. So these guys are Giovanni Machado now takes over that 7th position from Terry Milford. Take a look up the back of Giovanni's car here. See if we can see the 71 of Jim Barasoff working on that low side. He's going to take over the 8th position around Terry Milford. Terry Milford still holds on to the 8th position. You see Terry Kelligrew running in the 9th position. So Giovanni Machado is continuing to move forward. He is now battling for the 7th position, 6th position from John Pox. It looks like Giovanni Machado, as he gets down a little bit on the apron, is able to gain control of that car. Is going to take over the 6th position. Looking out the front of Giovanni's car there, and you can see nose to tail here early on. Guys are taking different lines through the turns. Giovanni seems to have his car working well through the turn on the low side, but it's going to cost him a little bit down the straightaway. Let's see if he decides to commit to that low side, and he is, but you see him get down on the apron there and have to catch that car as he goes around the 82 car. So a lot of action here on the track. See the 82 and the 33 battling for that 5th position. Ed Palumbo's got to be thinking about that 33 car and seeing that he's making some moves. So see the 33 car go by Ed Palumbo there to take over the 4th position. So our mover here right now is that 33 car Giovanni Machado as he moves forward. Romulo Silveira was able to pass the 60 car to take the lead. So the 15 car we know is leading the race here. At least I know he's leading the race. 15 of Romulo Silveira and the 60 of Craig Morizon here have opened up a little bit of a gap on the rest of the field. They've got roughly around 0.3 of a second on the rest of the field there. Excuse me, around a second. 1.2 seconds on the rest of the field. We're going to take a look at the 83 car as Giovanni Machado goes by the 83 of Don Kellerbrew on lap 13. So Giovanni Machado in that 33 car is starting to march forward. Take a look at this battle here with John Pox, Terry Milford in the 75 car, and the 82 of Tim Lansbury, all fighting there together. And now the 2 car and the 75 are going to start working on that 54 car. Looking out the front of the 6th place car, number 2 of John Pox. As he looks ahead there at Ed Palumbo in the 54. Things have settled down here for a moment. You see a slightly different line, but John Pox is running a little bit higher than the 54 car and also the 75 behind. So it'll be interesting to see how that strategy, if he clings to that strategy, how that works out later here in the run. And the 2 battling for 5th position currently. So look in our screen here, we see the 54, the 2, the 75, and the 71 all battling there together. And you see the 71 car is going to start to look low on the 75. So Jim Barasoff in that Bud Light machine is going to start looking low here to see if he can't take over the 6th position. Excuse me, take over the 7th position. Right now, the 75 is currently running in the 7th position, and the 80 of Jim Barasoff is running in the 8th position. So Jim Barasoff is going to look to go around that 75 car here on lap 17. Got some action here in the back. We're looking at Flavio Falco. Says he went off track, so he must be making a pit stop. See these positions changing hands. That 71 car is starting to move toward the front. He is now in the 5th position. He's going around the 54 car. So Jim Barasoff, we take a look at this pass here. Jim Barasoff takes over that 5th position around the 54 car. Again, a lot of tight battling here early on in this race. So we see side-by-side racing, just what we expected. You see the 47 car gets off the wall. Looks like he got out of that turn a little bit high. He makes contact with the wall. We can take a look and see what happened there. That 47 car makes contact with the wall. So Alex Cootie makes contact and the Matt Sintel machine goes by on the high side. We're currently riding along with that 47 car who finds himself in the 15th position currently. Didn't look like that contact was too significant. You know, he was really pulling his wheel to the left there, so it looks like he might be okay. He seems to be running with the 19 car right now, so everything seems to be all right. Maybe did not incur any damage, but gave up a spot as he made contact with that wall. Back up here with our leader, Romulo Silveira, Drivers Motorsports Ford, and he has some company. That 33 of Giovanni Machado is now taken over the lead. Is he going to be able to secure that lead coming through turns 3 and 4? So the 33 car now our new race leader. So Giovanni Machado. I have on my spotter sheet, it's Machado. So if I've got his name incorrect, I hope somebody lets me know. Do a little quick check here, hopefully. Giovanni Machado continued to lead the race. Get a double check on his it's Giovanni Machado. I got his name spelled incorrectly in the software. I will make that change, Giovanni. I apologize. 33 car gets off the track there. I'm sure he's got some connection issues. Oh, looks like he's making a pit stop here. We didn't hear any warning, so the 33 car is going to make a pit stop here on lap 25, giving up the lead. And that will give the lead back to Romulo Silveira. So it's Giovanni Machado. So now we got to pit stop. So the 15 car of Romulo Silveira is going to be making a pit stop here on lap 25, followed by the Craig Morizon machine. So we're going to look out the back of Romulo's car as he makes his pit stop. You can see Craig Morizon just behind. So these guys on lap 26 are making their pit stop. So a lot of guys coming in here to pits. So we get a lot of action here, and I suspect the strategy is going to be to change 4 tires.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh, yellow flag here. We have a yellow flag, and that is always a concern. Seeing John Pox spun around here, so we're going to have to take a look and see what happened. So we're getting word that the 142 car may have gone around. We'll take a look and see what happened to him. So the 142 car, see what's happened to him. So as he's entering the pits, he spins. So that is going to be a separate incident, I believe. So now we're going to find out what happened to the 2 car. So 2 car John Pox, we're getting word that he may have spun around. So you see he just caught up to the 75 in a hurry and loses control of that car. And, fortunately, it looks like he is able to avoid any contact with any other cars. So let's take a look out the front of the 2 car, and you're going to see him close up on that 75 in a hurry. So he makes contact, maybe a little bit of contact with the 75, and you see the 75 goes around as well. So we're going to take a look at the 75 car as he gets contact from the 2 to bring out this caution. So I'm not sure if there's much contact, but maybe the 75 car decided there at the last second that he was going to make a pit stop. I'm not sure, but the more I look at that, I'm not sure there was much contact. So almost looks like he decided there at the last second he was going to come into the pit. So I don't bother all the chatter to see if he would have thrown up his pit sign, but I suspect he probably did. So the 2 car and the 75 car involved in that incident, and then we see Noel Gishkowski also spin as he comes into the pit. So wide range of pit stops here. Currently following the 54, who's shown as the race leader, or at least was shown. So the 54 coming back out on the track after making his pit stop, and currently slated in the 4th position. So some very interesting turn of events. I tell you what, you got to be Johnny on the spot here to stay on top of the action here. We had a lot going on in a hurry. We had a couple guys spinning out as they tried to go into the pits. And there's a lot of passing on this track, and everything is happening in a hurry. So this is exactly what we would expect here at Texas Motor Speedway. Say Dan Miller there going around. I think we're going to have maybe some wave arounds. I'm not sure what we got on the... Looks like we're not going to go green when they throw the green flag. We're going to do a manual green on this. So, you know, I tell you what, the game is still having issues when guys are in the pits and the yellow flag comes out. So there's still some issues to be resolved, I think, in the rules for this game. And you see some guys there stopped on the backstretch waiting for cars to come around. And we're going to take a look at what we've got going on here. Very confusing situation, but right now Dan Miller is shown in the first position, followed by the 72 of Larry Jones. 20 of Terry Kelliger is shown in the third position. 82 of Tim Lansbury is shown in the fourth position. The 71 of Jim Barasoff is fifth.
Go, go, go!
So we are not taking the green flag. So everybody's going to get lined up here. So while we get that, sorted out, take a look at current point standings. Well, we won't, because this is the first race, so everybody's got 0 right now. Guess we'll have to see what we got coming here on Friday. So Friday we'll be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway with the High Octane Racing League Friday Night Series. 70-lap points race, precluded by 2 30-lap heat races that determine the front row for the points race. So New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and that's Friday, July 14th, here at StockCarSimRacing.com. Take a look at the website here. Saturday night, Daytona International Speedway, and that is a racetrack that you just about anybody can win. Just keep your car clean, keep your car up in the draft there. 100-lap race, 75% damage. That's the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder at Daytona. Coming up on Saturday night. Still not going green yet. We are
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
So we got a yellow flag here. We got somebody who may be out of gas. Take a look and see who we got here. It's like Noel Gishkowski out of gas. That 49 car giving him a push. So Noel Gishkowski getting pushed back to the pits here. We had his car being on the side. I don't think I've ever seen that before, of a guy coming back out on the track through the grass. But anyway, good on you there, 49. Ivan Deschamps gives Mr. Gishkowski a push to the pits. So it looks like kind of running through the line here to see where Noel is. There he is. 142 of Noel Gishkowski is taking service here. He was completely out of gas and got pushed to the pits by Ivan Deschamps. All of this is really a result of the plug-in, the rules plug-in not being able to handle issues with cars being on the pit lane while the yellow flag comes out. So you get cars that are still on the track that get penalized. You got guys that are in the pits that get penalized, and the game just has a problem with it. So we're following the 6 car of Dan Miller as he makes his pit stop. Take a look at his car here. 60 of Dan Miller, and he's obviously just going to top off with fuel, and you see him racing that 60 car of Craig Morizon as he leaves the pits. 54 of Ed Palumbo also taking some service there. All right, the race leader is shown as the 20 car of Terry Kelligrew. So interesting turn of events here. Got a couple cars that have DNF. Sandro Kelmer, the 22 car, Matt Sintel, the 19 car, both DNF. Not sure what the circumstances were behind that, but we wish them the best of luck next time out. Sorry to see that they weren't able to continue. All right, so on the restart, the 20 Terry Kelligrew will be the leader. Second place car will be the 82 of Tim Lansbury, 71 of Jim Barasoff. Boy, we really saw him moving forward here early in that run. Starting in the 3rd position, 47 of Alex Cootie, who's able to recover after making contact with that wall. He's now in 4th position. The 83 of Don Kelligrew rounding out the top 5 here on the restart. Okay, we're getting word that the 82 car may be on some old tires here compared to the rest of these guys. So remember, we have a tire rule. Some guys taking 4 tires, some guys not taking any tires, some guys taking 2 tires. So this is where you're going to see a lot of passing. 20 car also on old tires. 54 might be on new tires. We're getting word over the radio. 20 car going to lead this field here. Looks like he's going to start on the inside line. Going to lead this field to take the green flag. So lap 36. We're going to start lap 37 here. The 20 car leads the field. Again, reporting that he might be on old tires. So we're going to maybe see some guys go around him in a hurry. Right now, that Family Guy Toyota leading the field here. Terry Kelligrew. Oh, you see a car get into the wall back there. Look back in the field. Yeah, what we got here, I think it might have been the 12 car that made contact with the wall, but he's able to get his car back going here. So we'll see if we can't see what happened to the 12 car. Now this is earlier, so this is not current. Whoa. Well, that was certainly, it's amazing his car's still moving forward there after that incident. So the 12 of John Stanley. But that might have been him making contact with the wall. Looks like he's okay. That's good. All right, now our first place car is 71 of Jim Barasoff. So we're going to see if we can't catch up with that pass. Just as quick as I say that, the 6 car is going to go by. So Dan Miller take that position. A lot of position here, a lot of changes. And we're going to go back and look at that pass by Dan Miller there. So he takes over the first position from the 71 car, and you see Alex Cootie running just behind. And go back and see that pass that Jim Barasoff made. Looks like he's going to go around on the high side there, so Jim Barasoff obtained the lead by going around on the high side. We're going to ride up here with the 6 car, Dan Miller, Valvoline Ford. You see Alex Cootie in the 47 car makes contact with the wall again. Running in the second position. Again, I don't know if that was hard enough to do any damage, but certainly going to throw off the rhythm. See if we can't take a look out of the back of the 6 car. Looking at the 47 car of Alex Cootie, and then in third position is the 71 of Jim Barasoff, and then you see the 43 car of Warren Peed in the fourth position. See that 43 car starting to make a move there for the third position. So Warren Peed now passes the 71 car to take over the third position. Take a look out of the front of his car here, and you can see just in front the 47 car of Alex Cootie. Warren Peed there giving it a look. Enters that turn, so he's entered turn 3, coming off turn 4, and starting to get things a look. You see 47 of Alex Cootie going to make a run for the lead here. So Alex Cootie going to pass the 6 car of Dan Miller, and we've got 3 guys there have all gone around the 6 cars. So the 47 of Alex Cootie, 43 of Warren Peed, and the 75 of Terry Milford all making around the 6 car. Now we're looking at the 75 car, Terry Milford. See what he has in mind here. Working that high line as he comes off the turn. You can see here him pedaling the gas there. I'm not sure if he has older tires, but that certainly was not a good turn. Now that 6 car is going to start to look low. As Terry Milford is guarding that middle line there. He's giving him room on the low side, but you see they sort of get together there. They get pretty close coming off the turn. So third to try oval. See the 6 is backed off for the moment. 75 car still holding on to that third position. 75 had to pedal the gas through the turn and lost a little bit of time. That 6 car was going to challenge for the third position. Car we haven't looked at tonight here is the 90 car of Todd Robillard. This is battling for position with the 15 car of Romulo Silveira. So this battle is for 9th position. So Romulo Silveira is able to go around. So that 15 of Romulo Silveira takes over the 9th position from the 90 of Todd Robillard. You see just behind Todd is the 2 car, John Cox. Romulo Silveira, we know he's got a strong car. He was moving forward earlier in the race. We're going to look out the front of Romulo's car as he starts to look on the high side of the 82 car. And we know the 82 car of Tim Lansbury is running on older tires. So working through traffic here right now, Romulo Silveira is 9.6 seconds back. The way he's passing guys, it looks like he's either got 2 right side tires or maybe 4 fresh tires. See how he cuts into that lead here in the next few laps. Oh, we see the 82 car get up there in the wall. I don't know if that was a warp. So the 82 of Tim Lansbury having some issues here. You see the 12 car John Stanley, the 83 of Don Kellegrew go around. The 82 car, I think, may have had a connection issue, but he hit the wall. may have some damage now. It looked like that was hard contact with the wall. Of course, he was on older tires too. And the 82 letting the 72 go by, so Tim Lansbury now here we're looking at John Stanley as he lets the 72 car go by. Now the 54 is going to start looking low on that 12 car. This battle is for the 13th position right now. So the 54 of Ed Palumbo able to move around the 12 car of John Stanley to take over the 13th position. Following that 54 car right now. So the mellow yellow Chevy now. I know he's working on a little bit older tires. I think he may maybe on 2 tires. Saving his tires for the end. So we are approaching halfway. We're on lap 52, getting ready to start lap 53. Jump up here with the leaders here. Warren Peed is our current race leader. Take a look at that pass there for the lead. So 43 car passing the 47 through the tri-oval to take the lead. So Warren Peed, now our race leader. Now this track can be kind of tough on tires. It's a little gritty, and so the tire rule is definitely going to be something where we see it's already playing out. Guys on different strategies, but it's definitely going to be something that changes this race up compared to what you would see if you didn't have a tire rule. Definitely considering, I would say it's magnified at this kind of a track that is really kind of tough on tires. So right now we're looking at the 43 car of Warren Peed as he makes his laps, and he is coming up on the 60 car, I believe, of Craig Morizon to look to put Craig Morizon a lap down. Warren Peed continues to make progress here. He has 9/10 of a second lead over the 75 car, Terry Milford. Gets word that Jim Barasoff may be coming into the pit, so we see the 71 car already making a pit stop here. So the 71 car, our first car to start making a pit stop here, so that Bud Light Chevy, 71 of Jim Barasoff in for service. Current race leader here is the 43 of Warren Peed. Lap 58 leader, so just past halfway. Ivan Deschamps made his pit stop. He's coming back out on the track. Currently, Ivan Deschamps is running 2 laps down in 17th position. Take a look at Ivan as he comes back out on the track. Alex Cootie also making his pit stop here. It's not Alex, there's Alex. You see Alex making his pit stop here. Lap 60. And we're getting word, another race leader, we're getting word that the race leader and the 75 car of Terry Milford going to both be making pit stops here. So this is going to be Dan Miller, our 3rd place car, also going to be making a pit stop. So we're going to take a look out of the back of the 43 car. See the 75 car gets in very fast here. I don't know if he's going to get caught speeding, but he gets into the pits pretty darn fast. So we're looking out the front of the 43 car of Warren Peed as he makes his pit stop. So it's going to be interesting to see what that 75 car does. Kind of swing it around here and see 75 car up ahead. It's going to be interesting to see. That was not a good camera angle. I apologize for that. So the 43 car and the 75 now taking service and back out on the track. Also the 6, Dan Miller. So haven't heard anything yet from that 75 car, but it looked like he got into the pits awfully quick. Maybe the 43 car of Warren Peed was just being cautious not to get caught speeding. So far our 75 car is not radioed in to say anything about getting caught speeding, so he must have just had a great pit stop here, entry. So the 75 car of Terry Milford, we're following him right now as he runs in the second position, and yellow flag comes out. So another yellow flag. Todd Robillard's in the pits as the yellow flag comes out. See if we can't get caught up with him. So the 90 car, Robillard got caught on pit road. John Pox is our race leader. I don't believe, I'm not sure he's made a pit stop here. So 2 of John Pox. So we're going to take a look and see what happened. Oh. Take a look at, see if we can't back her up here. So I'm looking at the 82 car. I apologize for the way I did that, but you see where he may have looked out, and yeah, it's hard to the left, and that's obviously not a natural in-game type of thing there, and 2 car makes contact with him, but so our race leader now is a 75 of Terry Milford. So it looks like that 82 car just had some issues with his computer. All right, we'll see if we can't grab someone here and come up into the replay booth or into the broadcast booth and give us an in-car. All right, number 6, Dan Miller. Welcome to the broadcast booth. How do you feel like your car's handling right now? You're in 4th position.
I'm adjusting on that track bar as we go along. It gets a little greasy out there.
Yeah, there's. It seems like every time we make a pit stop, we got a yellow flag here, so that's a little risky. I'm sure that's on your mind.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got to be careful getting off these corners, especially. It gets a little greasy.
All right. So what'd you do on this last pit stop? Take 2 tires, 4 tires?
2 tires and topped her off with fuel. Get me to the next stop.
All right, well, good luck. Keep the fenders on it. Thanks for joining us up here in the replay booth.
Thank you.
All right, that's Dan Miller. So thanks, Dan, coming up here to the broadcast booth. We call it the replay booth, but coming up here to the broadcast booth. He's currently running in the 4th position. See, he feels like he's got a car that can win this race. Sounds like he's got his strategy worked out. Topped off with fuel, fresh tires, so be interesting to see how that 6 car of Dan Miller makes his way to the front. And he's been up front all night long, so definitely going to be interesting to watch his progress throughout the rest of this race. So you see him start on the outside there in that 2nd line. So starting in the 1st position here on the restart is the 75 of Terry Milford. The 47 of Alex Cootie is going to start on the outside. 43 of Warren P is going to start in the 3rd position on the inside line. 6 of Dan Miller is going to start on the outside in the 4th position. 5th position is Juan Real, currently running the 5X machine, starting on the inside line. The 2 of John Pox is going to start in the 6th position on the outside line. 71 of Jim Barasoff starting 7th. 60 of Craig Morais is going to start in the 8th position. Terry Kelligrew, 20 car, is going to start in 9th. Don Kelligrew is going to start in the 10th position. All right, back to green. Terry Milford going to lead the field. Start lap 68. So you see 6 car of Dan Miller quickly gets down to the low line here. So he's got 4 fresh tires and feeling good about where he's at. So the 6 car of Dan Miller already gains a spot here on that restart. 75 of Terry Milford leading the field. Look on the back of Terry Milford's car, and you can see the 47 of Alex Cootie's. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Another yellow flag here. So, cautions, breed, cautions. I know that is cliche, but very true statement. Go back here and take a look at now, you know, this is where it's going to get a little dicey with respect to tire strategy, pit stop strategy. Take a look at Ivan Deschamps. See, he gets into the 20 car. Take a look at that replay again, I'm sorry. So you see the 20 car and the 49 get together. And then that Flavio Falco gets into the 49 pretty hard. So again, we're going to follow along here. You can see the 49 and the 20 get into each other, but then that 8X Flavio Falco through the trial will just go straight into the 49's left rear quarter panel and turns him into the wall. I'm not sure if he believe he's in the 8X machine. We'll take a look at Flavio. Currently running 17th, so you see he is warping around a little bit, so we'll see if we can't get a message to race control about that. Right now, race control seems to be a little busy, so we will follow these guys around. '75 at Terry Milford, our race leader. let's see if we can't get a word with Terry as he makes his way around. Got a big list here, so it's going to take me a second to find him. '75 car, Terry Milford. This is Heath Johnson up here in the broadcast booth. Well, cautions breed cautions, but you got to like your position right now. Got a copy?
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, it's kind of playing into our hands for the gas mileage, and we've still got one set of tires on the pit. So when we pick this next time around, we got, I don't know, about 15, 16 laps left to fuel here. So we should be able to make it to the end with one more stop, but it's going to be close. It's a good race. These are timely yellows for me.
Yeah, you've got a good car. You've been running up off front all night long, so sounds like you got a lot of confidence in your chances to win this race, and we wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Owe a lot to Bushmaster and all the guys in a motor shop, and come here week after week and just set these cars up really pretty quick. So appreciate the talk.
All right, take care. Good luck to you, sir. All right. Looks like Terry Milford's going to be taking the inside line. 47 of Alex Coody's going to be on the outside here for the restart. Apologize there for Terry not getting down quick enough to getting down to one lap to go, and guys are wanting to communicate with him and figure out what line is going to be taken, so apologize for that. But all right, 75 car of Terry Milford on the inside line, 47 of Alex Coody on the outside in second position. Dan Miller, we talked about him earlier, had him up in the broadcast booth. He's running in third position. See that 5X of Juan Real also having a good race in the fourth position. So the 75 car said he seems to think that these yellow flags are playing into his hands. He's got one set of tires left to go. Now we see that 6 car of Dan Miller starting to make a move, and you see the 2 car of John Cox gets into the wall there. Not sure what happened to John. See if we can't get him. That was a tough, hard hit by John Cox. See if this is the incident here. John loses that a little bit and gets into the wall, hard into the wall, hard left side contact into that inside wall. Guys were lucky to miss that. So back up here with the 75 car. See Warren Pete here starting to move forward. So Warren Pete gets around the 6 car of Dan Miller. Take a look at that pass. So here we are, 3 wide, 47 of Alex Coody, 6 of Dan Miller, 43 of Warren Pete, and 43 takes over that second position. Back up front here, tight battle. 75, the 43, and the 6. Running up front here. Oh, now we see the 54 car make contact with the wall. So the 54 hard contact with the wall here on lap 77. Pace car is take the catch the field here. Lap 78. So big time caution flag. Lap 78, and we see that the 54 car may have been involved. We're going to take a look at the 54 car. Looks like the 54 and the 5X are involved. We're going to jump in a cockpit view. See, there may have been some contact. I don't know if that was warp, but there was definitely some contact there that put Ed Palumbo into the outside wall, and then he comes down and hits the inside wall. So very, very hard hit. So we're going to take a look at that again. Hard contact with that wall. Now we'll see if we can't jump into Don Kelleger's car, who was running just ahead of Ed Palumbo for that replay. This will be a trick. Now we see that 54 car. Just jump back here real quick. Oh, it looks a little silly. See what happened here. We get a good look at see what happened. See, the 54 car makes a little bit of contact with the wall. A little bit of contact there, and then there's some contact coming through the turn. Again, another some more contact. So, man, what a tough break here for the 54 car. So the 54 and then the 5X, I believe that's Juan Real, get together. Lap 78. And we're also getting word that the 71 car might have gone around. See what happened here. Might have been on the yellow flag, and the 49 car spins the 71 on the caution flag. You got a lot of action here going on. Tempers flaring. So we're missing some pit stops, I realize. So I wanted to get a hold of what went on there. So it looks like the 54 and the 5X had an incident. So not going to be one that I'm going to call one way or the other, but door banging there several times. And the 54, unfortunately, Ed Palumbo comes out on the losing end of that. So here we are on lap 80, and I'm sure the 54 car is now going to be getting quite a bit of service to his machine. So he makes hard contact with that inside wall. So that mellow yellow Chevy there at 54 of Ed Palumbo undoubtedly had damage on that. We saw him over on his side, and I think he's gone in and maybe taken service, hopefully. Gotten his car repaired, and I'm going to be able to salvage a good finish out of this race. All right, the 47 car of Alex Cootie is currently shown as our race leader. 83 car of Don Kellegrew, second position. Giovanni Machado, I have him as Machado. It's M-A-C-H-E-D-O, I believe. Get that corrected, Giovanni, so I apologize for that. Currently running in the third position. Take a look at his machine here. In that 33 car. Fourth position, so we have one to go, is the 43 of Warren Peed. Fifth position is the 20 of Terry Kellegrew. And the sixth position is the 6 car of Dan Miller. All right, pace car getting ready to come off here. One to go. We're getting word that that 43 car on the outside may have fresh tires, 4 fresh tires. So see how that works out for the 47 and the 83, because we know that 43 car has been lightning fast tonight. That 33 car, we saw him earlier this evening. He's also very fast. So right now we're following the 47 car. We're going to look out the back of Alex Cruz's machine. You can see a gaggle of cars back there. That 33 drops down real low, almost 2 lanes low, and you see we have some contact Oh, and we have another car in the wall. Looks like Craig Horizon might be in the wall, and he goes down to the inside. So another yellow flag, and I think looked like the 33 car might have been involved. We're gonna, again, I can't stress it enough, cautions breed cautions. I know it's cliche, but it is true. You guys get these guys bunched up again. They're definitely on different tires, and that a lot of patience needs to be exercised, I think. All right, so let's see. Ooh, the 60 car, and this is really not. Boy, the 60 car gets turned. Oh, and the 8X gets into him hard. Jump back here just a little bit earlier. Looking at the 2 car as he spins out. Hits the 72 car. I'm gonna go back here and look at what happened to the 6 car. And this was this is something that, let's see if I can't back this up. I know it's gonna look kind of funny in the replay, but I'm gonna back this up here. Can't help but look at that 33 car. We're going to look at him on the left side of the screen, I believe, as he goes down. Now he's on the right side, but he goes down way low and he bunches up. And he gets into the 6 car. And that 6 car comes back down off the wall, hits the 60 car. And the 90 car is also involved in that. So now let's jump into the track side, the in car here. Got back here one more time. It's turned. We'll jump back. Well, that was a hard hit, so we're going to back this up. Take a look at what led up to this. So look ahead and see that 33 car. He's going to get down real low into that, almost down on the apron, and he comes back up on the track, gets into the 20 car, he gets into the 6, and then the 6 is going to catch this the 60 of Craig Horizon, who comes back across the track, and then hard hit here. So I think we got to the bottom of it, did we not? So sorry for all the backing up there, but sometimes that's the way I have to do things. So right now we're following the 47 car. Alex Cootie running in the 9th position. 43 car is our race leader. 43 car of Warren Peed. 5X of Juan Real is currently running the 2nd position. 75 of Terry Milford. Don't think we're going to get anybody up in the broadcast booth this round because I had too much going on here to try to weed through. So we got the 1 to go. Guys are still I think Ed Palumbo is able to get service again on his car, comes back out on the track. You know, the other thing is to think about with this tire rule is even though you don't make contact with the car, if you have to get on the brakes, lock your tires up, or spin, even though you may avoid contact with the wall or the or another car, you may put yourself behind the 8 ball because you're going to be down some tires. So we got the 1 to go here. Pace car is off. We're going to jump up here with the 43 car, Warren Peed, who's leading the race. Starting on the inside line, you see the 5X of Juan Real starting on the outside. Terry Milford starts in 3rd. 71 Jim Barasoff starts in the 4th position. Everybody just sort of hopefully settles down here on this restart. Somebody down on the low line there. I think that might be Craig Horizon. See the 43 and the 5X get together, so the leader, now we got big time problems. So the 43 and the 5X. So a lot of, man, we've got a lot of cars collected here in this. And you see the 43 car has a right rear tire, I believe it's flat. Driving along with the 43 car here, we see the See, they're riding along with the 5X. The 43 and the 5X get together. So let me, man, a tough break for these guys here. Jump back up here. Now we're looking at the 5X machine on the outside, and the 43 and the 5X get together, and then the rest of them no place to go. And I'm going to jump in. Riding along with the 75 cars. He tries to make his way through, and just a ton of pain right there, and he's flipping over. So we're getting a lot of replay action. Glad my replay is working this evening. 75 car here. We're going to follow along him. 75 car there. Man, tough. 75 car. We talked to him earlier this evening and had a lot of confidence in how good his car is. Now we've got a lot of cars that are all tore up here. So right now our race leader is shown as the 83 of Don Killigrew. So a ton of action here. I can't stress enough. Cautions breed cautions. And you see a whole range of guys that are here in the pits taking service. Got some DNFs as well. Right now the 83 car of Don Killigrew. We're in a little house cleaning here. An action-packed race. I knew it was going to be action-packed, but I didn't know it was going to be action-packed in this way. So coming up on Friday, July 14th, New Hampshire Motor Speedway, the High Octane Racing League Friday Night Series. 2 30-lap heat races. Winners of those 2 races determine the front row for the 70-lap points race. That's coming up on Friday. New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Saturday, Daytona International Speedway. 100-lap race, 75% damage. That's the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder. All right, we'll get another one in here. Whoop. I don't want to do that. Oh boy, I got that boogity thing set for the Men's Senior Racing League. I was going to show what they got coming up here. Let me get down there and turn that off here real quick. There we go. Men's Senior Racing League, July 23rd. Going to be at the Brickyard 100, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's coming up here shortly. Boy, you know, you learn something new every day, right? A couple weeks ago, or excuse me, last race, that thing wasn't working without me running the audio on the outside, so now it's working. That's the way you got to put up with different technical issues with computers. You never know what's going to be working 1 second and what's not going to be working the second. Alright, so the 83 of Don Killigrew, our race leader. Got a lot of tore up race cars here. The 33 of Giovanni Machado. Got him running second on the outside line. 12 of John Stanley. We have him running third on the inside line. So Giovanni probably needs to get up there with the race leader, beside the race leader on this restart.
Green flag, go, go, go!
15 of Romulo Silveira starts in the 4th position, looks like. Alright, the 83 of Don Killigrew, race leader. Right behind him, just behind him, is the 12 of John Stanley. The 6 of Dan Miller, we spoke to him earlier. He's made contact with the wall in an earlier incident, so sure how much damage he incurred, but right now seems to be running pretty well, and you see the 83 car gets into the wall. So a lot of hard racing here on lap 93. So the 12 car, John Stanley, vying for a position here. So the 12 car looking to lead the car here, lead the race for his first time, but he backs off, and the 83 car is able to reclaim that position on the outside line. Got some help by the 33 of Giovanni. You guys are jumping around there a little bit as you come off the turn. Turn 4. Get some tight racing. Take a look out of the back of the 83 car. You can see we have a gaggle of cars back there on lap 94 coming down the backstretch. Right now we're looking at Giovanni Machado as he works his way on the low side, and we have another yellow flag. You see back there we've got more incidents coming through turns 3 and 4. So Juan Real and Terry Milford, it looks like they may be involved in this. We'll get an idea of what's going on. So let's take a look at this. We're watching Terry Milford. Terry Milford and the 20 car get together. Not sure if that was Terry Milford and the 5X get together. Let's go back here and look at that. So it looks like the 75 car maybe got into the front of the 5X. We're going to jump into Juan's car and ride in his cockpit view here. You see, he kind of runs that 5 car down, and 5X, Juan Real did not he had much room. So now we're going to look at that 75 cars. He works that middle lane, and now he's going to work down to the low lane, and they did not realize that 5X is there, Juan Real. So we'll take one last look at this. And we're going to back this up here. Take a look at what happened here late in the race. We're about in line 92, so Juan Real looking low, 5X. So Juan Real on the low side. You see those guys get together there. I don't know, man. I'm not really going to call that one way or the other. Let the admin take care of that one. Right now, I'm going to call that a racing incident. But, you know, you look at it from one angle, you see one thing. You look at it from another angle, you see another thing. So those guys are going to comb that over, I'm sure. Missing the lucky dogs tonight because we've got so much action here on the caution flags. Right now we're following the Giovanni Machado machine, 33 car. We have an incident between the 75 and the 5X of Juan Real. Brings out this caution. We got 10 laps to go. So a lot of yellow flags here. Once we got to halfway, boy, things sort of cut loose. Again, guys making pit stops and changing maybe just 2 tires or not changing any tires. That may cause some of this, but we've also got, you know, this is a really racy track. And you can close up on somebody in a hurry who just bobbles a little bit. And that may be part of it. You know, we get guys side by side. Guys are trying to catch their cars maybe on a little bit older tires. And guys get together. High speed. Not a lot of chance to avoid things when they happen, so we get multi-car incidents. So we got the 1 lap to go, and I believe Giovanni is shown as the leader. He's going to start on the outside line. 83 of Don Kellegrew going to start on the inside here. Romulo Silveira is going to start on the inside line in the 3rd position. 6 of Dan Miller is going to start 4th on the outside line. See Ed Palumbo, after all those, after all that incident, he's able to get back up here and run it in the top 5. Going to start on the inside line. In the 5th position, the 47 of Alex Coote is going to start 6th on the outside line. So I guess we are showing the race leader as the 83 car. He's going to call it.
Green flag, go, go, go!
I apologize for that. So, 83 car of Don Kellegrew, our race leader. Side by side, you see that 15 of Romulo Silveira. Boy, he had a strong car early on, is starting to challenge for the lead. So we got side by side racing here. Looking out the back of the 83 car. Runs in the 1st position. You see the 54 car and Palumbo running 2nd. 15 of Romulo Silveira running in the 3rd position.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
We get another yellow flag. Looks like the 6 car and the 33 car together. So the 6 car and the 33 car, excuse me, of Giovanni Machado get together there on lap 101. So winding down the race here, we've got another incident, so we're going to take a look and see what happened. So the 33 and the 6 car coming through the trioval. Looks like the 33 might have gotten down a little bit low there, gotten into the front of the 6 car, and fortunately doesn't look like anybody got caught up in that. Take a look in that incident again. Not exactly the thing I wanted. We'll see if anybody spins around as they come by. Looks like everybody's able to get around all right. All right, well, no harm, no foul, other than losing positions there, but the 6 car and the 33 make contact with each other on lap 101. Brings out our caution. Now, you got to be wondering, does anybody have any tires left? We do have some guys in the pits. 75, Terry Milford's in the pits. 5X of Juan Real's in the pits. 43 of Warren Peed is in the pits. So these guys all making pit stops, and I do believe that I saw Terry changing some tires. So Terry's saved some tires for the end. Guys on slightly different strategies here on lap 103. We know some guys have made pit stops now. Other guys have sort of, you got what you got, and you're going to have to live with it. And I suspect that's what some of these front runners there are not willing to give up that front spot. And you see a little bit of warp here, at least on my end. 83 of Don Kellegrew leading the field. Pace car, the lights are still on here. Let me see if we go 1 to go. All right, not yet. So still got another one to go. Ed Palumbo, this Heath Johnson up in the broadcast booth. Man, been a wild one, but you got up in third position here, so you got to like that.
Yeah, the car's damaged though from that wreck earlier. I'd probably go backwards here. But I got up here. Wasn't easy either.
Well, you know, sometimes you just got to be lucky, right? And I tell you what, I'm sure you're going to make that car wide here on these next 3-4 laps.
I'm sure going to make it as wide as possibly. As
All
we
right.
possibly can.
All right, good luck to you, Ed.
Thank you much.
All right, we just heard from the 54 car. Got a little bit of damage in an earlier incident. Going to make his car pretty wide here in the last few laps. And I have to say that if we finish under green, given the last half of this race, I will be very surprised. But you never know. These guys are some really good drivers here, and you know, just think one thing leads to another. Get that guys bunched up. Got some new guys out tonight. So we got the 1 to go. I don't see the lights out on the pace car. We have the 1 to go, and the lights are not out on the pace car. So we need to tell that driver what the protocol is. Must be Jay Leno driving that around. All right, well, here we go. 83 of Don Kellegrew leading the field on the inside line. The 2 of John Pox on the outside line in the second position. The 54 of Ed Palumbo starts third. 15 of Romulo Silveira starts fourth. Fifth place is the 6 of Dan Miller. 47 of Alex Cootie starts in sixth on the outside line on starting lap 106. All right, here we go. It's basically a green-white checker. I should have flashed that baby up. There we go. Green-white checker here. 3 wide here in the back. So Ed Palumbo going to make a run for the lead. So the 54 car is going to make a run for the lead here in the closing laps. So Ed Palumbo, 83 of Don Kellegrew racing for side by side for the lead. You see, take a look at the out the front of this is the last lap here. Sorry, take a look at the 83 car and the 54 as they race for the lead. Coming off the last turn, who's it going to be? So you said that the 54 car is going to make his car wide, so it's going to go to the stripe here. It's going to be very close here. Don Kellegrew able to take the win. We got a big mess here, so Don Kellegrew able to take the win. Man, that was a close one. It's hard for me to keep up with the lead changes there coming off the last turn. So the 83 of Don Kellegrew wins a nail-biter here at Texas. Congratulations to the 83. All right, the 83 going to do his burnout here. Not a... All right, 83 car wins the race. All right, give me a minute here. We'll see if we can get the 83 car up for an interview. All right, so we're still working on getting 83 car up here in the broadcast booth for an interview, so give me 1 minute. Give me a quick moment here, and we'll we'll get I started to fire up the server. We're going to get 83 car of 83 of Don Kelligrew up here, our race winner. So give me just a moment.
Hello.
All right, 83 Don Kelligrew takes the win here at Texas Motor Speedway. Congratulations. Talk a little bit about how your car handled during the race here.
The car drove great all night. We were just hanging around trying to get ourselves in position to be there at the end and put off a challenge. Luckily enough, we got to the front there when that string of cautions came out at the end, and we were able to maintain an old position coming to that last run to the green.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's almost cliche to say that cautions breed cautions, but man, that seemed to be the case this evening.
Oh yeah, that had me worried because I didn't know how long those tires would hold up, and I knew the guys on fresher tires were slowly working their way up through the pack as the caution kept coming out. So I did what I could to try to hold it off. Man, it was a great finish. I'm still from it. One of the best drivers in the league to race door by door with Ed Palumbo, and to pull off the win like that, it just makes us racing worthwhile, man.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you about the 54 car, and I talked to him in the broadcast booth there just before they took the green flag, and he said he was going to make his car pretty wide. So, what a clean race there between you two. Talk a little bit about 54 car and your history with racing with that guy.
Well, we've raced together, Ed and I, and I've finished in some close door-to-door bumper, just paint even finishes at some of these races, and it's just an awesome guy to race with. He's very clean and respectful. He knows how to drive the car. He knows how to take care of it. And most of the night we were riding along with each other pretty close together, and we kind of think we were both on the same strategy. But then Ed got in a little bit of trouble trying to get past one of those lap-down cars around the middle of the race, and ended up back in the pack there. It was good to see him come back up to the front at the end, and then what a race he put on. It was a tough challenge for sure.
And what's the plan here for the 83 team going forward? You're going to be racing on a Friday night as well?
Friday nights, the 83 team just does a little bit of coaching for some of the younger, newer drivers in the league, and we encourage guys to come out Friday nights because we try to do a little bit of coaching then and help let newer drivers work their way up through the ranks and get themselves into some winning positions, or at least some good top 5 positions. So it's good that we can get that going on Friday nights, and then for the late race we sit back and we take care of some of the administrative duties. But Saturday nights we're back on the track again.
And talk briefly about StockCarSimRacing.com and your role here, and just what a great job these guys are doing for all of these fans of rFactor 2 and all these drivers.
We're just a group of guys old fellers that our closest chance of getting in a race car is probably going to be this. So we like to make it a friendly, fun environment that is fair as we can be to everyone. Sometimes we have some issues trying to deal with the rules plug in, but overall we're a very friendly bunch. We have a lot of very experienced drivers here, and our main goal is just to encourage good, clean, drive racing fun, and we want to provide an environment to do that. We've got, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leagues that run under the umbrella now, which include the IMRS Wednesdays, the NASCAR Racing League Series, which is NLRS, the Men's Racing League is another group that some fine gentlemen race over there, as well as the HORL Friday and Saturday nights, and maybe a couple new groups that may be coming up with some races for Monday and Tuesday from what I hear. So things are starting to pick up. We start to see a lot more people coming into the server, and it's a great fun place to race. Yeah,
and we also have that Oceania Racing League there on Sunday mornings.
That's right. That's one I forgot. Sorry about that there, Gary.
Yeah, Gary Cross makes a lot of tracks for us, and we appreciate everything he does. And I tell you what, we really do appreciate everything that you and all of your colleagues do there at StockCarSimRacing.com to make this just a wonderful experience for all of us. So thank you so much. Congratulations on the race win, and we'll be excited to see some more wins come from the 83 team.
Oh, thanks very much. For the 83 team, as much as he likes to race, he likes to see others win too. But when I'm on the track, I'm a racer. So. But it's always good to see someone else in winner's circle, and we strive to make sure that everyone has an opportunity and a chance to do that.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much.
All right, take care, sir.
Thank you.
All right, that was the 83 car. Don Killigrew, our race winner here at the IronMan Racing Series, Texas Motor Speedway. So Don Killigrew able to grab the win. That was an exciting finish between the 83 and the 54. What a battle between those two. Very clean race between 54 Ed Palumbo and the 83 of Don Killigrew up front. And it was anybody's call coming off that last turn who was going to win that race. So, I had a hard time myself keeping up with it. But man, what an incredible finish between those two. And I'm sure that is just one of many incredible finishes we're going to see out of those two, and as well as other drivers here at StockCarSimRacing.com, and certainly in the IronMan Racing Series, a huge series that we have here on Wednesday nights. And we'll talk a little bit about some of the other things going on here before we cut the broadcast off. So Don Killigrew had mentioned Friday night, New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Friday, July 14th will be 2 30-lap heat races, followed by this 70-lap points race. And this is really more of a driver development league. So getting the new guys in, racing with experienced guys, and it's pretty decent-sized fields. So we're excited to see what they've got coming up here at New Hampshire. That's going to be a challenging track. It's a short track. It is a mile, but it really has a short track feel with it being a flat track, so it's going to be a interesting, tight battle. Probably a lot of fender rubbing, door banging there at New Hampshire in the High Octane Racing League Friday night series. Coming up on Saturday night is the Daytona International Speedway. There's a High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder, and this is the elite league here on at High Octane. They race Fridays and Saturdays, so the Saturday Night Thunder Boys are the elite guys. 100-lap race, 75% damage, and with Daytona, it's an anybody can win type of thing. So that racing is going to start roughly around 9:45, and that's coming up Saturday, July the 15th. I think I finally got my audio shut down on this Men's Senior Racing League coming up on Sunday, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That's July the 23rd. So we got a little bit of time there. I guess we got another week after this. They must be off next week. That or they're delayed. Because I know I think we raced Kentucky the last race. The last Sunday we broadcast Kentucky, and it showed that Brickyard was going to be the next race. So Brickyard 100 coming up on July 23rd, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. If I'm broadcasting that incorrectly, my apologies go out. And we'll jump here to the Next Level Racing Series. This is on Tuesday. Next race is July the 18th at Michigan. That's the Next Level Racing Series. A very interesting series we have going on Tuesday. So I'd like to get some guys out for that race. And that's the Next Level Racing Series. This has been a broadcast by TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. So I appreciate everything. I appreciate you guys joining me, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night.